This book may be pretty realistic or very relatable because Francisco Stork, well, in his blurb, he says he is also battling depression. And I think a couple of other things. You are not only depressed when you are depressed. You have many other mental illnesses other than that. The Memory of Light by Francisco Stork was published in 2016. I bought this book in 2018 and I finished listening to the audiobook while listening to the physical book just this year, just last week. I don't know why it took me that long, but we always have those books where we don't read them immediately, and when we read them, we're just, why? Why did I not do it earlier? So that is The Memory of Light for me. So trigger warnings, since this is about depression, there is more to that. The story starts when Vicky wakes up from her suicide attempt. So there's that. If you're not ready to read something with that in the premise, I think you should not read it. I am mentally ready to read it, so I'm okay with that. I got a couple of lines here. I enjoyed it. Anyway, so that's it for the trigger warning. Oh, we still have more. There is also drug use, drug abuse, a little of anger management, and an undiagnosed, I think, schizophrenia. There. I think I did not miss anything. That's it. Those are the trigger warnings for this one. It's because she is inside a psychiatric ward. So the group where she's in, those are the illnesses that her friends have. So we have Mona, who is a single mom. We have Gabriel, who lives with his grandparents. And we have EM, who has the anger management issues. And we have Dr. Desai, who is the psychiatrist for their group. So Vicky, after her suicide attempt, wakes up at Lakeview. I forgot the entire name of the hospital, but she wakes up in Lakeview. Then she goes to group therapy sessions with her unit. We have Gabriel, Mona, EM, and her. Yep, that's it. With Dr. Desai. The book is about her recovery and her friend's recovery. They go to the ranch for more therapy. It includes, exclusive therapy sessions with Dr. Desai and activities they could do outside of the hospital that Dr. Desai thinks will help them. So that's where the story revolves on their lives while they are in the care of Dr. Desai and Lakeview, and the reaction of her parents. We also have that here because this is the first time they will know she is sick. And as someone who has lived that phase in her life, it is a very momentous moment. The first time your parents know, your parents recognize, your parents finally understand, not essentially understand, but just acknowledge that you are sick. So it has that theme here. It's good because there are stories outside being in a middle-class family. We have Gabriel, who lives with his grandparents, who needs him to work to support them. We also have EM, who doesn't necessarily have any mental illness, but just this anger issues, which, let's not take it lightly, anger issues that is towards his father, who physically abuses his mother. I read this book because I found its audiobook in Spotify. Well, I don't know how to search for books in Spotify. I just read an article that The Memory of Light can be listened in audio at Spotify, and I remember, wait, I have that book. I can listen to it and I can read it at the same time. For some reason, I'm in this audiobook wave, and I can read tons and tons of audiobooks today. It so happened that, okay, so there's an audiobook for this book I have. Now I can finally read it. So that's why I started reading it, and I finished it in 16 hours. I do not speed up the audiobooks, so it depends on how fast the narrator reads it. I do not change the speed at all. Okay, I'm rambling. There is a storm coming. I think we're already in the storm. I'll talk to you on the next one. Oh, this is 5 out of 5 stars. Read it if you are mentally stable. If not, don't pick it up. But it's good. It's good. Yes. Bye.